Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to talk about how not to weaponize your wisdom, your love, your truth on others and on yourself. So what is your truth? Just to touch on it briefly, truth is binary. It's either a yes or a no. There's no gray area when it comes to truth, and your soul feels and knows. Your mind thinks, but your soul feels and knows. So there's only one truth there, and it's non-negotiable, and it doesn't need convincing. So when you've had an epiphany, when you've had an aha moment, when you've prayed and you've gotten peace and you've felt fulfillment, when you've looked at a beautiful sunset, or when you've held a baby, or when you look at your kids playing, all those moments of joy, peace, fulfillment, all of those things are truths. They're fundamental truths of life, and they make up your truth. They layers that are built into your truth as a human being, as a person. And that doesn't need any convincing. You can't like, for example, I've got a friend that has a job, and she's trying to convince herself, gosh, it's really nice, and she's getting this perks and that perks, etc., etc. But it's still not feeling right for her. So it's not fitting right. There's still some insecurity there about how she's approaching the job. So that's not meant for her. That job is not meant for her. So your truth will be fit completely and be comfortable. You won't have to convince yourself. You won't have to convince others when it comes to your truth. So when you do have an aha moment, and when you do have wisdom, and when you do have epiphanies, when you read something and you're inspired, or when you moved and when you shifted, that's a little step that you're taking, one step forward, but a giant leap for your soul. It's a giant leap for who you are. So when you have those giant leaps in your understanding and in your wisdom and in your growth as a human being, that is not the time to weaponize it. So often what we do is we're so excited, and the reason I'm talking about this is because I'm guilty, because I've not done this well. For the past few months I've done it well, really well. But before that, for many years before that, I would weaponize my truth and my wisdom, and it would backfire on me. So I would try to convince others of my truth, try to get them to come on board, or I would withdraw completely and keep it all to myself and become like super private, So in both instances, it's too extreme. Just remember though, in reality creation, the biggest thing in reality creation is that nature is going to try to create balance. So balance is the big thing that you have to remember. So you will be leveled down, whether you're going in the positive direction or a negative direction, it makes no difference, because nature will level everything. So it's easier to level me down as a person, to reduce my level of importance, than to adjust all the other players on the board. So nature will find a way to level me down and reduce my importance, and to create and restore balance, most probably restore balance. So just like water flows and gravity operates a certain way in this dimension and in this lifeline, and just like water will rise to a level and be balanced out, it's the same thing. So when you do have that shift in your soul's understanding, when the veil has fallen and you have an understanding, it can be anything. You could be reading something, a poem, watching TV, be inspired, or be creative, or you're working and something happens and your entire wisdom just reaches a whole other level. That is not the time to go and shove it in people's faces or make them feel bad about it or try to convince them. Because I've got this other friend, and he constantly just argues with everybody over lunch, and he's such a pleasant person, but when it comes to these conversations, he always ends up manifesting a mirror, somebody else who's going to take him on, and then they get into an intellectual debate, but the meaning is lost. He's lost that wisdom, because that wisdom, that step he had, that aha moment, is very unique, and it's unique. It's just for you. It's meant for you to change your life and to equip you. It's like when you're playing PlayStation or when you're playing a game, like when the kids play PlayStation, they move to different levels and they're given these tools on each level. So they understand reward much better. They understand intrinsic reward. Younger people, that generation, they understand intrinsic rewards much better through the games, actually. So that's what I want to share with you. So when you do have that, don't run to your parents and try to convince them about your truth. Your truth is your truth. It's not meant for your kids. It's not meant for you. You will find a way to apply it in a non-threatening way, a non-weaponized way, but disarm your truth. It's not meant for you to go and convince others to change. They will see how you change. And people like us that are really, really wanting to become better people and to change and be better humans, we really, really want that, more than anything. And we will go to extremes to do that. But people like us, we tend to not really care so much if someone is holding us to a bad light, to the lower versions of ourselves, the lesser versions of who we were in a previous lifetime, So don't worry so much what others think if you're evolving and trying to be a better person, and they're still holding you to that version. You keep to your truth and they will see how you've changed. They'll see that you're talking differently, behaving differently, thinking differently, and they'll be attracted to that energy because it's real, it's genuine. You're not faking it. You can't fake this stuff. You definitely can't. So don't weaponize your love, don't weaponize your wisdom, and don't use it to manipulate others and to make them feel bad or try to extract control or try to fix them. You're not here to fix other people. Don't make the mistake I made, to try to fix other people. Just fix yourself, and you'll see people that love you will still love you, and you'll also attract new friendships, new colleagues, new experiences, that also fit the new version of you. Okay, so don't weaponize your wisdom, don't weaponize your aha moments. It's for you, it's meant for your growth. It's not meant to fix the world. Okay, much love, all the best. Oh, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and thank you so much for the support on Facebook. I'm blown away. I cannot believe how much support I've received. But if I can just redirect you to YouTube and help me grow on YouTube. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.